A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 1. Welcome to the proper summer holidays. So, let's start it off. So I woke up at 6:45 to feed the brothers, and then I went downstairs to let my dog out to do his business and to make breakfast. But first, letting the dog out. So yeah, and here he is wanting to come back in. Hello Riggs, how are you doing? And then at 7 o'clock I had Cocoa Pops, which was lovely. Tomorrow's breakfast will be something that you know well in the 2022 summer holidays. Comment below what you think it is. And then after that I had the legendary orange juice, lovely. And then I made a clip for the new episode of Mighty 6. And then at 9:15 I didn't film it, but I went for a bus ride. Sorry if I haven't filmed that. And then at 12 o'clock I had a ham sandwich, orange, and then you got prawn cocktail crisps from Tesco. After that I had a glass of orange juice again, so that's lovely. And then eventually I did finish the episode for the Mighty 6 Remastered Edition. Here I am rendering it right now. Wow, it's taking so long, I know. But I did manage to set the video to premiere on YouTube at the start of November. As you can see, it's episode 5, Exposed. You'll find out why when you watch the season in October. And then at 3 PM I watched the longest summer holidays 2024 on my Day in the Life YouTube account. You can check it out now on my YouTube. Thumbs up for me. And then I posted a sarcastic comment. As you can see, I like to watch the match on my iMac. The joke was meant to be iMac. And then at 5:45 I had spaghetti bolognese with onions, garlic and onions. I like to have my spaghetti bolognese flavoured. And then after that I had a tropical crush from Asda. Lovely. And then at 6:30, I don't know what this is. But anyway, that's for pudding. I don't know what that is, to be honest, no. For once, I didn't know what the pudding was, so boo. And just to let you know, I'm doing everyday quizzes, so you can check out on my YouTube community page, or in this case, WhatsApp. It's to test your knowledge. My steps for today, and see you tomorrow for day 2. Wow, I missed saying that, wow. A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 2. So this morning I woke up at 6:45 to feed my brothers and also to let the dog out. The dog's name is Riggs and he's a good boy really. And here I am letting him back in again. And then, oh yes! We're getting summer holidays 2022 vibes here with the Frosted Flakes. What a nice surprise. Welcome back, Frosted Flakes. But I also had orange juice which I did not film. Sad times when I forget to film something. Anyway, I did have that, and then at 10 AM, I went for the daily walk. This is definitely Summer Holidays 2022 over again, isn't it? We got the Frosted Flakes, the orange juice, and the daily walk all in one day. And what about the steps? Well, nearly 6,500, with a good 69 minutes of walking. Got back home at 11-ish and had to put the fan on because it was bloody boiling in my bedroom. Well, that's summer to you everyone. And then at 12 o'clock I had a ham sandwich, 8 apple slices and the roast chicken crisps. So yeah, that's lunch. And then at the same time I was having lunch, my new video came out called Is My Brain Cooked? Basically me trying to see if my brain has brain rot. No, it doesn't. And here's the orange juice. I've managed to film this one. Lovely. Hello, orange juice.
Oh, hello there.
Anyway, at 1 PM, the October half-term 2021 Day in the Life started premiering, and throughout I was making fun of Doggy, because I showed in every day in the life possible in that video. And then at 2 PM, I went downstairs on the family computer, and seemed to me I opened Discord. But honestly, I just watched YouTube, that's all. And then at 6 PM, I worked on the fandom, my very own fandom, look at that. Here's a picture of me with the new haircut back in December. And then at 6:15, I had pizza with garlic bread, had a barbecue chicken and a cheese pizza, lovely. And then I had a tropical crush from Asda, made with real fruit juice, lovely, while still editing the fandom. And then at 7 PM I became a good brother and made my older brother some lunch for tomorrow. It's all about helping others, you know. So lovely. And then at 7:05 I had a mint and chocolate ice cream. Lovely that. Oh wow, look at that. Delicious. Anyway, here's Doggy a year later. Yeah, you finally get to see him after 1 year. He is happy at the moment, playing with my little brother. He likes to play with him actually, yeah. Here are my steps for today and see you tomorrow for day 3. Peace out. A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 3. So this morning I woke up at the usual time, 6:45, to feed my brothers. But first of all, to start the day, open up the blinds. There we go. And of course, let the dog out. With speed, look at that. Decided to speed that up. And then at 7 o'clock, I had a change to Cocoa Pops. We still have Frosted Flakes, but I don't want to be eating it for about a few days straight. So switching up would be very nice. And then I had orange juice after that. Still never changed to that. Orange juice, look at that, lovely. And then I uploaded my monthly news of July 2024. This is a video about what happened in July. It's now up on my YouTube. And then at 12 o'clock, I had a ham sandwich on sourdough bread. We got some oranges. And then you got beef and onion crisps. So yeah, pretty decent lunch. And then, you guessed it, another glass of orange juice. Yeah, I never get sick of drinking these. They're like good. And then at 1 o'clock, I watched the February half-term 2022 Day in the Lives. Shame that I'm the only person watching it today. Hopefully there can be more people in the future. And then at 3 o'clock, I did something a little interesting. I filmed a music video. The music video is for Do You Remember All the Good Times? It's now up on my YouTube, go take a look at it. And then at 6:45 I had chili con carne, which was spicy actually, yeah. And then, here we go again, another orange juice. Oh, hello Riggs, how are you doing? Yeah, orange juice. Yeah, I'll never get sick of these. I think I said that before. And then at 7:15 I had a shower. So yeah, that was interesting, yeah. And then at 7:30 I made the brothers' lunch. As I mentioned, I like to be a good brother and make my brothers some lunch, so yeah. And then at 7:45 I had a rocket lolly. So yeah, that's cool. And that's the end of this week. Anyway, here are my steps for today, and see you tomorrow for day 4. Peace out. A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 4. So I woke up at 6:45 to feed the brothers, and before that let the dog out. And for once, the dog doesn't go running out. He walks to the door. Pick up the pace, buddy. There we go. Good boy, Wiggs. Now shut the door so I can let him do his business. A few minutes later, I let him back in, and then for breakfast I had Frosted Flakes. So that was delicious as always. And then I had a glass of orange and mango juice. Which, amazing combo by the way. In fact, I don't mind which combo. And then I did a clip for the Mighty 6 Remastered Edition. It's the final episode, woohoo. And then at 12 o'clock I had a jam sandwich because there was no ham, oranges, and the beef and onion crisps. In fact, the beef and onion crisp was the only one there. And then at 1 PM I watched the Easter Holiday Day in the Lives, and immediately I saw Doggy. In fact, he's in every single earlier Day in the Lives before the summer holidays 2023. Then he immediately disappeared. Hi, he's still here. And then I had orange juice. And then at 4 PM, I don't know how this happened. Somehow I had a paper cut. The pain was unbearable. Luckily, it's all good now. And then at 6:25, I had a takeaway. So we got Domino's pizza tonight. So 4 slices of pizza, 2 pieces of garlic pizza bread. Overall, that was very filling. Along with that, I also had a Coca-Cola, which we ordered also from Domino's. Here we go. And then after that, I finished the second clip of the episode. 3 more clips until the end of series 2. Probably gonna finish it this week, who knows. And then at 7:30, I had a Rocket Ice Lolly whilst working on the 3rd clip. Didn't manage to finish the 3rd clip today, so we'll finish it tomorrow maybe. Here are my steps for today, and see you tomorrow for day 5. Also, we also have some leftovers from Domino's today, which we'll have for lunch tomorrow. A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 5. So this morning I woke up at, you know what time, to feed my brothers and to let the dog out. This time sped it up. So I let him out and then let him back in after a few minutes, and then for breakfast, the Cocoa Pops. So this morning we had the Cocoa Pops. Lovely. And then for the drink, we have orange juice once again. And then at 8 AM we had an Asda delivery coming through. So that was the weekly shop. And then this morning was my attempt to finish off Series 2 of Mighty 6 Remastered Edition. Here we are on the 3rd clip at the moment. And then at 11 o'clock, we finished it. Series 2 has now been completed. The new movie, Dad's Back in Town, will start production tomorrow. And then at 11:30, I put the episode up to premiere on the 11th of November. That is when the final episode is going to air of the season. And then at 12 o'clock, I had a leftover slice of pizza. We got 8 apple slices, biscuits returns, and the cheese and onion crisps. It's good to have leftovers, you know. And then I had another glass of orange juice. They actually came in the Asda as well, 2 bottles of orange juice. And then at 1 PM I watched the Summer Holidays 2022 Day in the Lives, which lasted an hour and 20 minutes. Anyway, brought back memory lane. Now between then and dinner, I just relaxed for a little bit. Yeah, and then at 6:30 I had a steak and gravy pie. We got mashed peas, topped with gravy. Proper British gran in it. And then I had a tropical crush. Yes, this came in the Asda delivery as well. Then I realised I spilt some on the table. So I cleaned that up and I continued my drink. Luckily it's only a little bit. And then at 7:30 I had a Rocket Ice lolly. And that's it for today's Day in the Life. My steps for today, and see you tomorrow for day 6. Peace out everyone. A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 6. So I woke up at 6:45 to feed the brothers and of course to let the dog out. Well, enthusiastic today. And then today I didn't have Frosted Flakes, no Cocoa Pops, I had crumpets. Whilst I toast the crumpets, I let the dog out and then let him back in. So yeah, here it is, the 2 crumpets with butter of course. So yeah, that was pretty decent, not gonna lie, I haven't had these for a long time. And then after that I had orange juice. Yes, we'll be expecting you for a long while. And then at 9 AM I got ready to go on like a bus ride thing, but I did not film that, so here's me before. So yeah, in slow motion, wow. Got back at 10:30 and then at 12 o'clock I had a ham sandwich, 4 apple slices, breaded Zori crisps, and you got the biscuits. And here's the extra apple slice. And then I didn't do anything for the rest of the afternoon, just relaxed and did nothing. Although I did get started on the production of Dad's Back in Town. But wait, at 1 o'clock I watched the October half-term 2022 Day in the Lives. So that was decent. And like I mentioned, I haven't done anything today, other than a bus ride. Now in the next 2 clips I'll swapped around, so yeah. Here's the Tropical Crush. And then at 7:30, bit late I know, I had a takeaway. So we got a chippy, we got batter sausage and chips. Now of course I stopped the Day in Life there because I want to get published by 8. Anyway, for pudding I had a Rocket Ice lolly. Here are my steps for today and see you tomorrow for day 7. Peace out everyone. A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 7. So this morning I woke up at 6:45 to feed the brothers. Look at that, very cloudy today. And you're probably wondering why am I staring at a glass door? Oh, here comes the dog, so I let the dog out. And then back in a few minutes later. Anyway, back to the top here. This morning I had Frosted Flakes. After having Cocoa Pops on Tuesday and then Crumpets Wednesday, it's back on the Frosted Flakes today. And then Cocoa Pops properly tomorrow. And then I had orange juice, but oh god, I forgot to film it. It's just devastating. And then at 9 AM I had a shower. So yeah, a morning shower cannot be beat. Look at me, my hair's all a mess now, wow. And then at 10 AM I basically done nothing at all. Pretty much a lazy day today, apart from when the internet ran out at about 11:30. But luckily it came back 15 minutes later, so I'm happy. And then at 12 o'clock I had a ham sandwich, biscuits, prawn cocktail crisps and 4 apple slices, along with the orange juice which I managed to film this one. Happy days, my prayers be answered. Speaking of prayers, I'm releasing a new song tomorrow, Praise to God, at 9 AM. So that's exciting. And then at 1 o'clock I watched the Christmas Holidays Day in the Lives. And then at 2 PM it started to rain. Well, at some point it was going to rain, so I'll give them that. Whilst I filmed some TikToks, which was lovely. And then at 4 o'clock I played some Roblox. So Bloxburg in particular. But I didn't manage to film me playing Bloxburg. And then, guess what? Yes, guys, the Day in the Life King on TikTok has reached 200 followers. So shout out to that one person who clicked followed to get me to the 200 followers. Thumbs up for me. And then after that, I wrote yesterday's Day in the Life up on my fandom page. Here's the summary. Yeah, I know it's a lot because it's a day in the life, isn't it? And then for dinner at 6:20, I had fajitas, chips, onion rings with tomato sauce or ketchup. Along with that, I had a diet tropical crush. I admit I've been saying it wrong throughout the whole time. It's actually a diet tropical crush, not just a regular tropical crush. And then at 7 o'clock, I had a rocket ice lolly with my brother in the background. He's having a rocket ice lolly as well. Now are my steps for today, and see you tomorrow for day 8. Also, new single releasing tomorrow, 9 AM. Peace out, everyone. A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 8, so I woke up at 6:45 and opened the blinds. Look at that gorgeous sun. So I went downstairs to let my dog out. He's laying in the kitchen. Of course, he's ready to go out. As I open the door, he sprints out. And I let him back in after a few minutes. And then I had Cocoa Pops. This is so I don't have the same cereal for a few days straight. Remember last year's summer holidays? I had Cocoa Pops for 2 weeks straight, non-stop for breakfast. Not making that same mistake again. Anyway, I had orange juice, which is alright still. And then at 9 AM, the new song, Praise to God, has released on YouTube. My good man Jarrett Blandon also sung in this, which is also cool. And then at 12 o'clock, I had a hamburgette, 4 apple slices, biscuits, and cheese puffs. So it's not a sandwich today, it's a hamburgette. I'm alright with that still. And then I had orange juice after that. Luckily I managed to film the orange juice for today, whereas yesterday I forgot to film one part. And then at 1 PM I watched the February half-time 2023 Day in the Lives. Before tomorrow will be the start of part 1 of the Summer Holidays 2023 Day in the Lives on YouTube. And then at 2 PM I restarted the PS4 so it can update. So yeah, on the PS4 I played some GTA 5, which is about it, until something bad happened at 5:30, or maybe it was 5:45. Anyway, the internet ran out again, I know, again, but it's all sorted now, no need to panic there. And then at 6:15 I had 2 hot dogs, chips and beans, with tomato ketchup all over the hot dogs. Lovely. And then for the drink I had a Diet Tropical Crush from Asda, which I didn't manage to spill any today. Bonus! And then at 6:50 I had an Aero's chocolate cookie. Never had it in a cookie before, but yeah, it's really nice that. Wow. Here are my steps for today, and see you tomorrow for day 9. Peace out everyone. Woo! A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 9. So I woke up at 6:45 to feed the brothers, obviously. They wake up so damn early. And then to let my dog out. Look at his long nose. Open the door, he rushes out. Within a split second, he just runs out the door. And please excuse the plant pot that is broken. Obviously, the dog is now waiting to be let in the house, so I did. Slowly coming in the house. Wow. And then it's sad times. This is the last bowl of Frosted Flakes. That means tomorrow will be either Cocoa Hoops or Cocoa Pops. And then I had orange juice. Yes, nice. And also sadly no daily walk as I got a foot sprain. Thanks to the dog bone. Tripped over it and now the foot sole is in pain. Charming. Anyway, for lunch I had a ham sandwich, apple slices, biscuits and prawn cocktail crisps, along with Kieran Flame's favourite, orange juice. Anyways, update on the foot sole. I can walk, but I have to put my right foot up a little bit, like tiptoeing, which is kinda easier to walk. And then at 1 PM I watched part 1 of the Summer Holidays 2023 Day in the Lives. After that I decided to edit the start of Dad's Back in Town. So far 15 minutes have already been completed. We're in good progress. And then at 3 PM I got on the PS5 and played some games, including Roblox. And then at 5 PM I worked on another clip for Dad's Back in Town. Basically from this clip everything's gonna change. Plotline is gonna change there. And then at 6:30 I had pizza and garlic bread. A traditional Saturday's favourite for Kieran Flaming. You may have noticed that actually. And then I had Diet Tropical Crush. So yeah, I had that for my drink. And then at 7 o'clock I had this sort of fab ice cream. It had sprinkles on the outside, plus strawberry and chocolate ice cream in the inside. That was nice. And then 10 minutes later, I made my older brother some lunch. A ham sandwich, oranges and picky bits. It's nice to help a family relative. My steps for today, and see you tomorrow for day 10. Green screen error. Let's hope the foot sole gets better tomorrow. Peace out everyone. A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 10. So this morning I woke up at 6:45 to see the sun blaring in my eyes. And then after that, I went downstairs to let the dog out, and also to let the dog back in. There we go, he's coming back in. And then at 7 o'clock, I had Cocoa Hoops. Welcome back, Cocoa Hoops. Yeah, so I had that for breakfast today, and then for the drink, It's the same as always, orange juice. And fun fact, we still have a lot of orange juice left, so you'll be expecting it for a while. And then at 9 o'clock, I filmed a music video for my new song Prayers to God. With the use of green screen in, it actually turned out perfect. And then I let my dog back out again, and here he comes back in, hearing me chasing him. Why, come back here, dog. And then at 12 o'clock, I had a chocolate sandwich, a few apple slices, biscuits, and salt and vinegar crisps. Lovely. And on with that, I had the precious orange juice. And then after that, some relatives came over and we played a game called Kids Against Maturity. Never had a chance to play it, so it's my first time playing it. And then you know what time it is at 1 o'clock. I watched The Summer Holidays Part 2 of 2023. And then at 2 p.m. I played some Roblox Arsenal. Well, it's been a while. I also played it yesterday, so yeah. And then at 3 p.m, guess what? Daily walk. I never usually do daily walks on a Sunday, and I missed it yesterday because of a foot sprain. Lucky to say it's all better now, so yeah, it's all good. Walked for an hour and less than 6,000 steps. Beautiful. And then at 6 o'clock, I had pasta bolognese with carrots, onion, and of course, pasta. And then after that, I had a Coca-Cola, which is different from a tropical crush for today. Oh, that's nice. And then at 7 o'clock, I had a nice shower. Yeah, look at me, my hair's all a mess. Lovely. And then I made my brother's lunch for tomorrow as he is going somewhere, so it's nice to help a brother as always. I said that yesterday. And then at 7:15, I had a chocolate ice cream, which was nice. Here are my steps for today, and see you tomorrow for day 11. Peace out, everyone. A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 11. So this morning I woke up at the usual time. Come on guys, you know the time already. 6:45. So went downstairs and let the dog out after unlocking the door. And then a few minutes later, let him back in. And then at 7 o'clock I had Cocoa Pops. Sadly, the last bar as well. So now we either have rice snaps or Cocoa Hoops. 2 new changes too. And then I had orange juice. Now that won't change because we still have 1.5 bottles left. They're litre ones. And then I played some Roblox Arsenal because I'm kind of obsessed with that. And then at 9 AM I did my Duolingo. I'm on the 3rd day straight learning Spanish right now. Gracias. And then at 12 o'clock, I had a cheese sandwich, 8 apple slices, a few biscuits, and wedded salted crisps. The reason being cheese because there's no ham. And then I had a mix-up today. I've been drinking way too many orange juice, so I had blackcurrant. Be aware that this is a temporary. And then at 1 o'clock, I watched the part 3 of the Summer Holidays 2023 Day in the Life. The October Half-Term 2023 will premiere tomorrow. Relax for a long time, and then at 7 o'clock, late dinner, I had fish fingers, chips and beans. Lovely. And then, after that, I had a diet tropical crush. Yes, it comes back at last, after being absent yesterday. And then at 7:30, I had a bubblegum ice cream. Never had these before, so I can clarify it tastes pretty good. Here are my steps for today, and see you tomorrow for day 12. Peace out, everyone. A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 12. So I woke up at 6:50 to get my breakfast, because today my brother made it for the first time. So I asked for Cocoa Hoops, and he delivers. Also, he let the dog out, and then let him back in. He thought I really needed a break. And then after that, I poured my own drink, which is orange juice, refreshing. And then at 10 AM, I went for my daily walk. Unfortunately, I didn't press start on the workout timer on my watch, so I don't know how long I exactly walked for. And here are my steps, so obviously it's around 8,000 I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not some certified genius. And then at 12 o'clock I had a ham sandwich. The ham is back, 2 custard creams, banana, and salt and vinegar crisps. And I forgot to mention we had an Asda delivery come this morning. Comes every Tuesday. And then I had another glass of orange juice. And now on the clock, you know what time it is. It's time to watch my Day in the Life seasons. Today is the October Half-Term 2023. Sadly, as always, no one joins. But that does not matter as much. And then I basically relaxed for the rest of the evening, didn't film much. And then at 6:30 I had chicken curry with naan bread, which was nice. And then I had a diet tropical crush. Well, obviously it's flipped, so I had to turn it around. There we go, diet tropical crush. And then at 7:30 I had a strawberry ice cream, which came in the Asda delivery this morning. And that's it for the day in the life today. Here are my steps for today, over 10,000, and see you tomorrow for day 13. Peace out, everyone. A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 13. So this morning I woke up back to 6:45 to feed my brothers and to let the dog out. Look at him proudly walking towards the door to get that out. So I let him out and then let him back in after a few minutes. So for breakfast today we have cocoa hoops again, which is kind of good. I honest that, yeah. Along with that I had the Kieran Flaming original orange juice. Not really an original because it came from Asda. After that I had to put a plaster on my leg because I caught my leg on a washing basket. Don't worry guys, I'm fine. Blame my dog. And then at 12 o'clock I had a ham sandwich, a few biscuits, banana and crisps. So yeah, that was a pretty decent lunch. And also with orange juice. And then I filmed a Roblox video, it's now on YouTube. So here's the video, so yeah, the game where everyone likes to use the internet for. You guessed it, Type or Die. They have all the answers on the internet. And I called it out at the end of the video. And then at 6 o'clock I had tuna pasta bake, which was gorgeous. And then after that I had a diet tropical crush from Asda, as always. You have a few cans left, so make the most of it. And then at 6:45 in the evening, I had a shower. Look at my hair's all a mess now. And then at 7 o'clock, I had a strawberry ice cream. So yeah, that's it for today's day in the life. Yeah, it was pretty good. My steps for today, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 14. Peace out, everyone. A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 14. Also, please excuse the thunderstorm outside at the moment. It is raining cats and dogs outside at the time I'm recording this voiceover. So I woke up at 6:45 and let the dog out as per usual. Always willing to go out. And then I let him back in. And I know, same cereal again, we got cocoa hoops. But it's alright, I kind of like it, so yeah. And then I had blackcurrant juice for a change. Not stuck with the same orange juice. So that's pretty decent. And also, in addition, I have started a new journal. Obviously can't show you because personal information. But most of it you'll see in the day in the lives anyway, so yeah. And then at 9 AM I got ready to go on the bus ride. And yes, the weather was okay at the time. It was actually sunny, so yeah. Got back home at 10:30, here's me back at home. I didn't film the bus ride. And then I relaxed till lunch. And then at 12 o'clock I had a ham sandwich, biscuits, beef and onion crisps, and 8 apple slices. Pretty decent. Along with that, I had orange juice. Yeah, so yeah. And then at 1 o'clock, I watched the February half-term day in the lives of 2024. Just 2 more seasons to go. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And then I made a clip for Dad's Back in Town. Here's me watching it to make sure everything's perfect, and yes it is. I relaxed for a little bit, and then at 6 o'clock I had chili con carne, which was gorgeous by the way. I like to add things in it to make it a bit more spicy, to say it works. And then I had a diet tropical crush, made with real fruit juice from Asda. And then at 7 o'clock, the thunder starts. Honestly, it wasn't as bad as then, but now it's just terrible. And then at 7:05, I had a strawberry ice cream with the lighting terrible because the thunder. That was when the thunder got worse. Welcome to British summer, everyone. Here's me looking out the window, seeing the rain go down the road. So yeah, that's British weather for you guys. Welcome to England. Here are my steps for today, and see you tomorrow for day 15. So yeah, hope the weather's better tomorrow. Peace out, everyone. A day in the life when I'm on summer holidays, day 15. So woke up at 6:45, the usual time, to let the dog out and to feed the brothers. So yeah, after I let the dog out, a few minutes later, I let him back in and had cocoa hoops. Yes, again, kinda obsessed with the cocoa hoops. And then after that, I had orange juice, so yeah, had a glass of that. And then basically I worked on a clip for Dad's back in town, so here we got the school pick-up or drop-off. Yeah, it's a drop-off, so that's cool. And then at 12 o'clock I had a ham baguette, 8 apple slices, 2 custard creams, and roast chicken crisps. Brilliant. With another glass of orange juice. And just to let you know, I'm taking a break from the orange juice and turning to blackcurrant. It's only for a few days. And then I walked down to the local shops and got myself some magic apple juice at 3 p.m. So yeah. And then I relaxed, and then at 6:45 in the evening I had pasta bolognese. Along with that I had a Diet Tropical Crush, the final can. It's a shame, but it will return soon, don't you worry. And then after that for pudding, I had 2 hot cross buns with chocolate spread and banana. It was filmed beforehand. So yeah, my steps for today, and see you tomorrow for day 16. And if you're watching on YouTube, see you for part 2 tomorrow. Peace out everyone.